gente, welcome to Kiss My Crafts. I hope you guys are doing amazing today. I have something a little different for you. This company called VIP Crossstitch asked me to review some of their products, and I know some of you are getting into cross stitch now. Hold on, let me get a sip of my coffee. I used to be a cross stitcher. I got into it when I was pregnant. Actually, I got interested in it years before, but never did anything. And when I was pregnant, I went to a craft store with my mom and sister-in-law, and I came across some cross stitch kits and picked one out. It was a baby blanket. It was stamped cross stitch. That was the first one I ever did. It was really easy. It wasn't a lot on it. Little baby blocks and baby colors and really cute little images. And it was a small little blanket. It was really cute. It's somewhere in a box because I still have it. And then fast forward not a few years, but yeah, fast forward a few years, my son was like 9 or 10, and I got into it kind of heavy, but I was trying to be a big shot and do like those big heaven and earth design type cross stitches, the counted ones, and it was a big fail because I got bored. It was just too many color changes, a lot of confetti. That's where I learned the word confetti, and I wasn't advanced enough in the craft to do one of those because you have to do something called parking your threads and all this other stuff, and people were taking their cloth and sectioning it in 10 by 10 little sections, and it was too much for me. And I did it for a little while. I tried a few different projects, never finished one because I went, like I said, went too big, and that was the end of that. Then recently, before I show you the product, more recently, like last year sometime during COVID, I got back into it, but I decided to do something simpler. And I have two whips going, or they were going. Right now they're kind of what do you call it, in hibernation, and they're simple. They're simple, very simple, what do you call it, patterns. Now this one I saw on Rachel Ray's channel, and so I bought the pattern, and this is going to be like a sampler. It's going to come down and it's going to be different designs across this way, but then it's going to be rainbow colored this way. So it's going to be pretty if I ever finish it, and I should, because this would look beautiful in a frame, and it would be a nice gift for someone. Then the other one I got a little farther along, and you can see better, is this one. These are a lot simpler designs, and it's something that I can handle better. I also did not finish this cloth I bought from a lady when I was cross stitching, and she dyes her own Ada cloth. So let me show you what I got. Okay, the first one here is a kitty cat, and it's a simple design, and everything I picked was a little simpler. I didn't pick a full cross stitch, and they're also all stamped. I haven't done a stamped cross stitch like this ever in my life, only that one blanket, and I'm telling you, the blanket has very little to do. So it's a cat, and it's, I guess, the 30 by 30. I don't know if that's 30 stitches by 30. I know it can't be 30 stitches by 30 stitches. It's got to be 30 by 30 centimeters. Okay, so you have a chart with your color list. They use DMC numbers, and that's where DMC numbers were originally used, is in cross stitch. Okay, so you got some instructions down here at the bottom, and there's more instructions here. They show you the different stitches and how to accomplish them. Okay, because there are different stitches in cross stitch. It's not just the X. Sometimes you got a half a stitch, sometimes you got a 3/4 stitch. There's back stitches, and they show you how to cast off, and they show you French knots should the pattern call for it. But there's some instructions, how to clean your cloth. Yeah, all this is instructions. What's this? Oh, this is a beaded cross stitch. Yikes. I did not know that. That's kind of cool. This floss feels nice. It feels nice and soft. So it's already separated for you. You see, it's not a whole lot of them. So this should be simple, but I didn't know that we got beads. This is pretty cool. I thought it felt kind of heavy and bulky. So this is where you're going to cross stitch. This is the Ada cloth, and you have your color list and your DMC numbers, and then you're just gonna follow the color. And what you see here, these colors may not be the same colors that you're gonna stitch, okay? Because already I see the yellow is a 310 and 310 is black. So all that yellow that you see, that's going to be, I thought it looked different. That's going to be 310. And your picture is going to look like this. So it does not, you see how different it looks? So you can't always go by just the color. You do have to follow the color list. And they give you 2 needles that are attached. Okay, they always should give you needles. So this is cute, but is it showing me how to bead it? This doesn't mention anything about the beads. I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna have to watch videos, but these are really pretty. Let's look at them. Where's the seam? I can't find it. I can't find it. Okay, here we go. It's kind of crooked, that's why. Oh, how pretty these are. So it's all beaded because there's 11 bags of beads and there's 11 colors. Ew. Now look at that. Look at this. I don't know how this doesn't make sense to me, but it doesn't. So you see the first color, number 1, this is number 1. It's yellow, but the color code is like a coral. So you have to watch out for that. Yeah, this is completely beaded. Yikes. Will I be able to see? Got some pretty colors. These are like little seed beads. Oh my goodness, they're tiny. Look how pretty the white ones are. Very pretty. They got some really awesome looking colors here. That green is gorgeous. Look at that orange. Let's see. See, now on the color list, orange is orange. This is 720. However, 666 is showing as a kind of a darker orange. 3, the actual bead is purple, but on the list it's a blue circle. And then you got a pink, which is represented by brown on the color chart. That's crazy. Wow, I didn't know this. I didn't notice this in the description that it was beaded embroidery. I picked it because of the simplicity of the design. But that's 1. Oops, we lost the bead. But I do like how this floss feels. It feels really shiny. I mean, really smooth, and it has a little sheen to it. It doesn't feel cheap. Okay, so let's put this one away and go on to the next one. That is really wild that I didn't see that. I gotta go back to the website and see the description to see if it says beaded, because I missed it. Now, this is a name that you might recognize from other cross stitchers. Joy Sunday. Natasha from Lovecraft Forever uses them a lot. I believe Hilda from Mickey and My Crafts. She's a big time cross stitcher. She's shown Joy Sundays on her website. I didn't even realize I was getting Joy Sundays. So this is another sampler type, and these are much simpler. This does have some back stitching, but not a whole lot. Like these flowers don't get any back stitching. It doesn't look like this. Just some things get back stitching, and that's it, which I like. I'm not a fan of back stitching. Is there a seam? How do I open this? Okay. These come really nice. There's instructions on the back with pictures. It's very similar to the instructions for the cat, only this is on their packaging. It feels good quality up in here. Oh, this is pretty. Another stamped. I said all the three that I got are stamped. Oh, okay. Look at this. Now you see the difference between a name brand and a no brand. You have your numbers on here for each color. So it's 23 colors. You have your needles taped, or they're actually stapled, and this is 14 count. When you use 14 count, it says to use 2 threads. If you're familiar with cross stitch, then you know what I'm talking about. These feel nice too. Pretty colors. Okay, so we have a nice little color chart here. Very clear, very big. Wow. Okay, let's see. So yeah, it's really big because this is just one section of, this is this part right here. But you see how big they give it to you? Real big. So it'll be easy to see. This is going to be very easy. You do have to do a French knot. Now these instructions here are in Chinese. I don't read Chinese, but I really don't need the instructions. You have some back stitching to do. So these are your symbols. These are your symbols for the threads on the cross stitch, but it's just like diamond painting, only with floss, and you do little X's. But this is really pretty, and this is a 112 by 159. That's the stitches. So it's 112 stitches this way and 159 stitches that way. And when you finish this, you can wash it. All this comes out. All this color comes out. So you have to be careful while you're stitching that you don't get it wet, so the colors don't run, and then you don't have your guide. But I mean, you can work it with this, then it turns into a counted cross stitch, but this is going to be pretty, very pretty. I like it. And you have your color list down at the bottom running across. Very easy. Here's your back stitch guide. Here's your what do you call that, French knot guide, and then your cross stitch guide. Very nice. This one's called Love. It has an your item number up here. I don't know which one it is. Very cute. I like it. Okay, let's put that one to the side, and let's get the last one. So this is Halloween appropriate. It's called Halloween Magic Bottle, but it's actually a cauldron, and with a bunch of swirly smoke, colorful smoke coming out. And it looks like it's the same instructions, same packaging as it's another Joy Sunday. This is pretty too. Oh, this has a lot of thread. Now this color, this looks different. okay, than the other one. But you do have, this has 16 colors. You have your needles stapled and everything separated for you. There's a lot of kits that they do not separate the yarn, the floss for you, and it can be tedious to get them, you know, kitted up, so to speak. Very pretty. They give you the color, the DMC number, and then they give you, I guess this is the amount that you get. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is length, but this has like a half, 0.5. So I don't know what that means. I think it might be half of a group. I don't know. Yeah, because I think this is 6 strands. This is not strands. Each group in the floss comes with 6 strands. Like this is 6 strands in here. Okay. So I guess that's what it means. We have two. Yeah, we have 2 of the yellow, 2 of the purple. No, I'm wrong. I don't know what this means. I have no idea. Wait, I'm gonna pull one out. Like this says 1, so this is 1 full set with 6 strands in it, okay? And then we have this one. It says 0.5, so I'm gonna assume there's only 3 strands in here, okay? This says 6, so there should be, I'm gonna pull one out. This says 3, so let's see. I only got 2. It says 3, but I only got 2, so I'm not sure what that number is. If someone knows, let me know. Oh, no, that's color number 3, but there's 2. There are 2, would these be called strands? I'm not sure. So that's what that is. Okay. So you have your count of how many strands of floss you get for each color on top of the DMC number. Okay. I don't like to give you wrong information. So let's look at this baby. Here's the chart. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Nice, big, clear chart. I don't know what I would use to mark it because I would mark the stitches that I'm done with, but I don't know what I would use with this. I think you wouldn't really need to mark it because the colors are here and you can see where you're done. With the counted cross stitch, you have to mark what you've done because if not, you're gonna go all over the place. But this is really cute. I really like this. It's going to be very easy. I'm not saying I'm gonna start one anytime soon. I need one of those big lighted magnifiers. I have one, but it's so small. Like the magnifier is like this, and I have to keep moving my hands and moving them. It was a pain in the ass, so I stopped. But I need one with a big glass that I don't have to keep adjusting so much. Bueno, mi gente, this is it for now. And thank you, VIP Crossstitch, for sending me these. They're very cute, very nice. I like the Joy Sunday kits, very nice. Where's the picture to this? It's very nice. These are cute. And then we have our Beaded Cat. This is going to be an adventure. Now I gotta go look up Beaded Cross Stitch, which I'm sure is easy. It's just my eyes, mi gente. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I will link the website down below with the links to each one of these if I find them. And you know what to do. Until my next video, take care of yourselves and besos.